100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100...
Oh, Henry! It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, the big man, Derrick Henry, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's head up to Nashville for the Titans home opener. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is.
おはようございます、M 字。
As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson. Tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both are doing backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Following the sack. It's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson, off play action. And pressure gets to him again. Jake Ryan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
With great athletic ability, plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
To his left. And this one caught by Max Williams. Well, he's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hurt their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A run through the starters defensively for the Texans. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. This is the Oklahoma State run. Chris Carson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try to run with Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Got him. It's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries. His first touchdown of the new season. As these guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Tennessee score. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know there is no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether we're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves.
Intentional grounding. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Henry. And they'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they got the punt away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 30 on 2nd down. Watson underneath for Johnson. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
The pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Derek Barnett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and it's a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Got his man. It's Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Tannehill now to throw. He gives it to Humphries. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Yes.
We got motion. Back up. 41's the mic.
Hey.
The mic.
Yeah.
Check.
Takes 3. 218, chop it.
It's a safety creep.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Now we go to Tannehill. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution? He got defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Not good at all. 3 drives, 3 points.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try to run some offense that way?
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. He's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate. And the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Running from the gun, Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Here's Brian Anger now. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And we were down in the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember when I told you we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Now a quick throw. That's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Ready? Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Results on a 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The final shot before the break. Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll begin with a couple of the classic franchises in the...
Jump over halftime. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 and about the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now these guys shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them turning the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe
into the end zone for Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 79 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Deshaun Watson making his way back out. The focus of our player's spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. sometimes.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They get the ball up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with it.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost, hold on to it. Take care of the football. That's all you needed to do.
2nd and 6. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can you do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to throw on 2nd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans gain of 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, running backs. They can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional. I think you did. Well, be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lambert got an open man. It's a new one. First down, Titans gain of 12.
Shoot!
On first down, Lambert. He converts it to Henry. They get him to the ground.
このアウト投げられるなら使いますね。
Pick up a 5 or 6.
そうですね、絵文字。10リー。
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Back. Alert. Get it.
This is
使
Carson.
いすぎました。
Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
60-yard. Look at me. Zipper. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
フィニッシュはパスか。
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll go to the keeper. And it gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Sutton. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yard. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drop.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit, he's on the base and brings jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes just on and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept momentum by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. That'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Watson. In trouble, he'll go down back at the 12. Jake Ryan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They're giving up a whole lot of sacks. And the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing on first down. Lambert eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Williams.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third down. From the gun on third down. Lambert. And Ingles got it complete. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
70, Indy.
Second and 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. So he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown.
Critical play in this football game. If they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolutely bomb of a play. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on it. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches. If they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Texans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Watson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. DeQuan Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. In some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's Watson. Screen play. Johnson. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. This one completes to Calvin Harmon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down, Houston.
Watson in the
普通に
offense
出さ
going
れ
to
て
come
ま
up
すね。
first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got first and 10 as they search for a late score. And Watson, he finds Hopkins complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively around to the ball. To the nice move. To throw again on second down. Watson, you got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackling after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him lead the game out that way.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Throwing again on second down. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion here now, 3rd and 2. Watson looks to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like
新人の出番か。残り時間もないし。
So there is still time, a little
ワンタッチダウン狙います。
but this becomes a critical onside kick. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 90% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is
interference.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the result can be something you don't like.
And a catch made by Hopkins.
今のもっと速いところでチョイスフリーでしたね。
The Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
多分そうでしたね。
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together perfectly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Underneath for Johnson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's go.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Watson down to throw. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Keeps playing hard. fellas. All to the step. Let's get it. Time to go. Time to go.
He's back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity.
新人の活躍は次の試合に期待。
Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Tennessee, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they will fall 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.